So if you don't date yourself first, you'll keep attracting partners who just can't give you the love that you deserve. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you about why you need to date yourself first in order to attract the love of your life. I'm also going to tell you about that annoying little law that the universe has, which will mean that you'll probably never attract the love that you're looking for unless you're able to date yourself first. And I'm going to also be giving you some tips in how to date yourself first, so stay tuned. So guys, when I'm talking about dating yourself first, what do I mean? I'm basically talking about making sure that the number one relationship that you have in your life is between you and you. Not you and your partner, not you and your children, not you and your friends. The simple fact is, whether you like it or not, every single thing that you see in this outside reality, this life that you're living right now, it's a reflection of your internal state that cannot be denied. And that annoying little law that is so true when it comes to the universe is, you can only have what you already have. Let me tell you that again. The number one annoying law that the universe has is, it will only give you what you already have. So let me break that down for you. By the way, before I go any further, for anyone that doesn't know, my name is Rita, and my channel here, Empowered Love Within, is all about helping you achieve love, success and abundance from within. So if you like that kind of stuff, subscribe and follow for more. So when I'm talking about dating yourself first, what I'm effectively saying is, you need to love on yourself so intensely, you need to become so self-obsessed with yourself that you are your biggest cheerleader. And every single bit of love and validation that you're looking for from Mr. or Mrs. Right, you're going to be getting it from yourself first. Why is that important? Remember what I've just said to you. Everything that you're experiencing in your outer reality is a reflection of your internal state. Sometimes that can be unconscious. Sometimes you're having experiences which you would deem to be negative, and you're thinking to yourself, but why is this happening? Why am I attracting these partners who aren't treating me well, or who are not loving me in the way that I feel I deserve to be loved? Why do you think that is? It's because subconsciously, whether conscious or unconscious, you're not showing yourself that love and self-validation that you're craving. You're waiting for someone external to provide that for you. And this is where the problem comes. That is no one's job but yourself. It's your job to love on yourself, to make yourself feel worthy, to validate yourself. If you're in a place of low self-worth, you're feeling needy, you're feeling unloved, you don't feel validated, what will happen is, that is your internal state. However much you say, oh, I really want this person, I've got so much love to give, put that to the side. Your internal state is one of low self-worth. It's one of wanting to be validated. It's one of feeling that you may be unlovable, or that there's something wrong with you why you've not found that perfect partner yet. And so when you have that internal state, what happens? The people and the circumstances that you're likely to attract into your experience will feed into that. Why? Because everything is energy and everything is vibration. Meaning that when you're in that low vibrational stage, you're giving out a particular signal. That particular signal is going to be drawing certain people and certain circumstances into your experience. Now, if you're in a place of neediness, or you're in a place of feeling utter misery because you haven't found this person yet, what kind of vibration do you think you're giving out? Do you think you're giving out one where someone who is in a state of self-love, who's in a state of appreciation about themselves, who's in a state of high self-esteem, do you think that particular person would be looking for someone who's in a state of low self-worth? who has a poor self-image of themselves, who is needy. Do you think that that type of person with a high vibration, do you think they're going to be attracted to that type of person who's in that state of low self-worth? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that everybody needs to come to the table completely perfect, because that's probably not going to happen. Everyone's always going to have something they need to work on. But what I'm saying is, just think about the degrees of difference between someone with high self-worth and someone with low self-worth. You'd probably find that after a while, the person with high self-worth probably would get a little bit fed up with the other person. They might try and talk them round at first or be sympathetic, but what they'd probably find is the person with the low self-worth would be dragging them down. Do you know what I mean? They'd probably be always coming up with some issue why they're not happy, or why the person's not loving them enough, or why they feel the person needs to do more. That's probably the type of dynamic that would be created. And the person who's in low self-worth, think about that. How receptive do you think they would be to the person who they perceive to be of a high self-worth? How receptive do you think they would be to, for example, them going out and, enjoying themselves with their friends without them wanting to maybe go and explore their own hobbies or have their own space or just do nice things for themselves? They'd probably be feeling quite insecure about that person and wondering whether that person is up to no good, or constantly looking for red flags, because they're in completely different levels of vibration. So the point that I'm making is, you have got to love on yourself so much that your vibration is at a level where you can attract someone who is of a high self-worth, who is going to love you in the way that you deserve to be loved. And going back to that annoying law within the universe, you can only have what you already have. And that illustrates perfectly the example that I've just given. If you're in a state of low self-worth or low self-esteem, you are not going to be able to attract someone who's at a particular level to be able to love you in a genuine, wholehearted, non-needy way. The both of you would find it very hard to exist in each other's experience because you're poles apart. So you can only have what you have already. If you want someone who's gonna love you in all the ways that you deserve to be loved, so say for example you want someone who's gonna buy things for you, or take you out, you're going to enjoy time together, you're going to future plan, you're going to feel good about yourself. You have to feel that way about yourself first. You have to cultivate that within yourself first in order to be at a particular level where you can actually draw someone into your experience that is also treating themselves in that way. And then you come together and the magic happens, because you're both now working from a place of happiness and fulfillment and self-esteem and self-love. When you love and enjoy yourself and nurture yourself, you're going to be raising your vibration naturally. You're going to naturally feel better. You're going to respond to situations better. You're going to attract someone who's better. So I'm going to give you some tips now in terms of things you can do to date yourself before you find the love of your life. By the way, before I go any further, check out the description box. In the description box, you'll find a link to my 30-day manifestation challenge. So the course follows my signature glow method, and that's the technique that I use to help you manifest your desires within 30 days. No forcing, no guessing, no hustling, just taking you technique by technique, day by day, through a series of exercises and prompts that helps you to achieve what you're wanting to achieve in life. So check that out. Also, take advantage of my free manifestation roadmap guide. Again, link in the description. That's completely free, and you've got a series of exercises in there that you can start doing today that can help you manifest your dream life. So check it out. So the first thing that you can do to date yourself is take yourself out on solo dates and little solo adventures. Now I'll tell you something now, I swear by this. It's the most beautiful, fulfilling thing that you could do for yourself. Pick a lovely restaurant where you'd like to go, or some type of place that you know that you genuinely like for you, just for you, and take yourself there. Get yourself done up so you feel good, you feel confident, and go. Treat yourself to something special. Love on yourself. Do you know what I mean? You need to show yourself subconsciously that I can love me and I can do something nice for me. You don't need to be waiting around for anybody to do something nice for you. And I know what you're probably thinking, oh, it's going to be quite awkward, or am I going to look sad? Do you know what I mean? I'm going to look sad sitting there on my own. I'll tell you something now, these are the type of thoughts that you need to get rid of. Stop worrying so much what it looks like, what people think. It doesn't matter what they think. And I can tell you now, they're probably going to be looking at you thinking, wow, I wish I had the guts to do that. You need to stop worrying about what people think, and you need to put yourself first. Again, I'm talking from experience. The first time that I did it, I did feel a little bit awkward. I did kind of take out my phone to avoid having much eye contact. And then halfway through, I thought, you know something? No, I'm going to put this phone down. I'm going to sit here, head tall, and I'm going to enjoy this. And I'm going to make eye contact with people and give them a little smile, and they gave me a little smile too. So I'm not sitting there looking all awkward in the corner. Enjoy it. Love yourself. Show yourself that you can do something nice for yourself, that you're worthy of that and you're deserving of it, because you are. So that is the first thing that I would definitely say. Now, the other thing that I'm going to encourage you to do is get real with yourself and ask yourself this question. You can even note it down. What are some of the things that I would love my partner to do when that partner is here and we're in this happy, beautiful relationship? What are some of the things I would love that partner to do for me? And you see, when you figured that out, you need to do it for yourself. You need to do it for yourself. So what are some of the things that you would like your partner to do? Do you like flowers? You need to go and buy yourself the most beautiful bunch of flowers. And you need to do it regularly. You know? I love flowers and I think they're so beautiful, and I've done that for myself many a times, and it's just so lovely to receive that from me to me. And each time I put them in my living room and I'd walk in and the place would just be smelling so beautiful of flowers, and they would look so pretty, and they would just put such a lovely smile on my face. It would make me feel just feminine. So you need to ask yourself, what is it that I would want a partner to do for me? What about a little treat? Perfume, smellies, a day out somewhere, whatever it is you would like your partner to do for you when they arrive, you need to do it for yourself, and you need to have fun with it. You know, this is no pressure, this is enjoyment. Have fun with it. Get creative. And that also helps you to future pace, meaning that you're thinking about, what would the future look like with my lovely partner? Treat yourself like a queen, because that's what you are. If you're not seeing yourself as a queen yet, then there's work to do. And that's okay, but it's got to start now. It's got to start before you're trying to attract that love of your life. The more in love with yourself that you are, is the better quality of people that you're going to attract into your life, and the better experiences that you're going to be having. And I can 100% wholeheartedly say that when I look at the journey of my life and some of the people who I've had in my life at different points, I can 100% say that when I've not been in the best high vibrational state, that is when I've attracted some of the, let's say, less desirable people into my life. And when I've been just in love with myself and of such high self-esteem and feeling like a queen and feeling worthy, I've attracted some of the most beautiful people and wonderful experiences into my life. At the time, before I knew all about the laws of the universe and manifestation and all of these kind of things, I would never even have put the two together. But now, as time has gone on and I've learned things, and I'm still learning, I'm still on my journey, we all are, I can directly say that the quality of people in my life has 100% changed with the vibrational state that I've had. So trust me when I say to you, this time that you're going to be spending loving on yourself is not wasted. It's 100% necessary before you try and get with Mr. or Mrs. Right. Another thing that I want you to do to date yourself first before you attract that special person is affirmations and mirror work. So I'm saying to you, get into the mirror on a daily basis and love on yourself. Tell yourself something nice, look into your own eyes. And what does that do over time? It ends up building your self-esteem. It ends up improving the way how you feel about yourself. Because repetition is important. And the more you tell yourself something, the more it's being buried into your psyche and your subconscious. And you're going to act out of that without even realizing. So look into the mirror each day and say something nice about yourself. Compliment yourself. Appreciate yourself. You're going to know what affirmation will work for you. So you need to come up with an affirmation that's meaningful to you. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can just say, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy of love, I'm deserving of abundance. Whatever fits for you, you need to find what that is and you need to say that. Or if there's a particular thing that you tend to be down on yourself about, that's the thing that you need to focus in on and just keep going at it. You imagine doing that for 30 days and see how you feel. And if I link that back to my 30-day manifestation course, you go into that description box, click on that link and purchase that course, and you will see how much of a changed person you are from day 1 to day 30 and beyond. Because it's repetition, it's changing the way how you think, changing your mindset, changing your beliefs, and you do it over and over and over until you've built a new you. You built a new mindset. The other thing I want to say to you about how to date yourself, I kind of touched on it earlier, but you need to stop waiting for permission to feel special. You don't need permission to feel special. You don't need a partner to buy you flowers. You can buy them yourself. You don't need someone to take you out. You can take yourself out. You don't need someone to tell you that you're worthy, that you're beautiful, that you look good, that you've done something well. You can and should be doing all these things for yourself first. When you feel that way about yourself, you will attract somebody into your life who also feels that way about you. They will reflect back to you how you feel about yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you don't need permission to feel special. And that's what I want to say to you. Waking up and just being alive is enough reason to know that you are special. You're here, you're alive, you're breathing. So that means you've got the chance to make a change. And you should take advantage of that. You are special just for the fact that you're here, for the fact that you've been granted another day to make a difference. Remember to share this video with someone. We probably all know someone in our life that just needs a bit of a boost, or is always trying to chase that love, or is always trying to find someone to make them feel special. Send this video to them. Give them that nudge to let them know you don't need someone to make you feel special. And the other tip that I want to give you about dating yourself is boundaries. Because oftentimes there's so many people who want from us. There's so many situations that are taken from us. It's so easy to be depleted and to just not have anything to give for yourself. Practice setting your boundaries now. Be clear about what you will accept, what you won't accept. And just be clear about who you are as a person. Put all of this in place before you try and find love. You'll be in such a better place to be able to receive it and to attract someone who's really at a high standard. Because at the end of the day, we're all deserving of love. But the problem is when you're trying to manifest from a place of neediness, low self-worth, low self-esteem, from a place of lack, you are only going to be able to attract someone who also has those type of vibrations active within them. And at that point, if you are together, you're both going to be going backwards and forwards with those type of low vibrational energies. It's not going to be the best experience for you. You're better to hold out and just become such a strong queen, confident, in love with yourself. Someone who's happy to just date yourself, happy with life, content with life. So those are my top tips. So comment down below, what are some of the things that you're going to do to date yourself first? And look guys, We're all on our journey. I'm here to share with you some of my experiences. So take this video as inspiration to just love yourself and appreciate yourself and give yourself all the goodness that you're wanting to seek in a partner. Do it from within first. So guys, that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one.